The changes to the Cisco certification curricula had been enacted. Lots of folks have asked questions about what to expect now that the CCNA exams changed. So I'd like to take a couple of minutes to help clarify those expectations. First of all, there's no more CCENT certification, or ICN8 exams. In order to get your CCNA, you must take and pass the 200-301 exam. Also, there are no more CCNA specialization certifications such as the CCNA Wireless or CCNA Security. Instead, all of those specialty technologies have been rolled up into a single CCNA exam. So let's look at some of the most common questions that folks have. How long do I have to complete the exam? With the new exam, you've got 120 minutes, which is up 30 minutes from the previous. How many questions are there on the exam? There's going to be about 100 questions on the CCNA exam, which is up from 55 or 60 on the previous. How much does the exam cost? Currently, the exam is $300, which is down from $325 of the cost of the previous exam. How do I sign up? Cisco doesn't get personally involved with the testing process. Instead, they partner with a company called Pearson VUE. You create an account, then you'd schedule the exam, choose a test center at a date and a time. What kinds of questions are there going to be on the exam? So all of them are going to be some form of select the answer from below. So there's going to be multiple choice single answer, multiple choice multiple answer, drag and drop matching, fill in the blank. The CCNA exam traditionally has had two simulation questions that required you to go on the command line and actually configure something. One was a configuration task that you had to do from scratch, and the other was a troubleshooting task that you had to reconfigure something to make it work. So it's reported that there are no longer any simulation questions on that exam. There may be some questions that require you to get on the command line to issue show commands to answer questions. But there's nothing that is going to require you to do any configuration tasks. So what's been added? Most of the additions are going to be topics that come from the older CCNA specialty certifications. So you're going to see a lot of network security. It's highly recommended that you take some considerable time in collecting and studying the 100+ network security terms that are described by Cisco. You're also going to see a lot of wireless routing protocols have been whittled down to only single area, OSPF. However, don't be lulled into complacency thinking you need to know nothing about the EIGRP or BGP. You're not going to be asked to configure these protocols. But you may be asked some general questions about them, such as, what type of protocol are they? Or what's their administrative distance? Another big addition is a section on network automation and programmability. So Cisco's made it very clear that a modern network administrator is someone who can manage and control a network using some form of automation. It was rumored that you'd have to know about Python programming. That's not the case. Python programming is not tested on in the CCNA exam. Here are the most common questions about CCNA changes. If you have any other questions, leave your comment and advice and feel free to email us.